Today we're going to move on from the mitzvahs regarding the Paschal sacrifice to the mitzvahs regarding all 3 pilgrimage holidays. Final mitzvahs on the topic of the Paschal offering. First is the mitzvah that the meat of the animal is to be fully eaten on that night, the first night of Passover, and not to be left over until the morning, just as we spoke regarding the fats, which are to be burnt that night and not to be left until the morning. The same is regarding the meat, which is to be eaten. The same mitzvah applies regarding the second Passover offering, which is brought a month later on the 14th of Iyar, for those who missed the first one. They too are to eat the meat of their sacrifice on that night, the night of the 15th, and not to leave over until the morning. There's an additional sacrifice, which is also brought on the day before Passover, called the Chagiga sacrifice, which is connected with the pilgrimage. We're going to speak about it in a second. And it's also eaten by the owners after parts of it are burnt on the altar. And a lot of time for eating it is specifically that day, the night that follows, the first night of Passover, and the following day, the first day of Passover. There's a mitzvah that none of the meat should be left over until the second day of Passover, until the morning of the 16th of Nisan. There's a mitzvah that all men should go to the Holy Temple in Jerusalem 3 times a year on Passover, Shavuot, and Sukkot to celebrate the holidays. Also, boys who are old enough to make the trek should be brought along with their fathers. And when they come to the temple, they are to bring a special burnt offering called an Oilas Re'iyah, an offering of seeing, because coming to the temple is coming to see, to encounter Hashem's presence, and there are many miracles in the temple which express that, and also to be seen by God. So this sacrifice is marking that. And there's an additional mitzvah that they are to bring also the Chagiga sacrifice, which we mentioned earlier, which is then consumed afterwards by the owners. Thank you for watching.